Powered by Riverside.
It's the Dynasty front office, and we are building you championships one trade at a time.
All right. Let's have some fun and talk running back. Who wants to go first? Austin.
Perfect. I'll take the easiest one, Javonte Williams. I had him at 34 and went all the way up to 16 for me, which I thought was pretty spicy. If he gets that contract, could absolutely see him, for dynasty purposes, borderline in that top 12 for me. So as of right now, he's a top 6 running back. He looks great. I was huge on him coming out of college, but he's adapted this play style, for his injuries. He's changed the kind of player he is, but he still has some of that shiftiness. So it's exciting to see. Just got to see some longevity for the running back, which is tough to see in general.
Yeah, he looks great. I forgot to rank him.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I moved him up to 22 from 34. So yeah, I feel like we've had this conversation before with guys like this where they're 1 year removed from the 1 year removed of a serious injury and they just kind of get back to it, and he looks great. I don't know what more you can say.
Yeah, I got him up to 19. I'm a little worried about his longevity, but for the now, he's a great asset to have. You're competing for sure.
Austin, I like that you have him above Kenneth Walker. I think that's a good comparison right there. You have him one above Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, they're neck and neck. They'd absolutely be in the same tier for me. And there are situations that I wouldn't trade Kenneth Walker for Javonte, and situations where I wouldn't trade Javonte for Kenneth Walker. Too many question marks in that Seattle backfield. There's 0 question marks in this Dallas backfield. So if I'm trying to score points, give me Javonte.
Yeah, I'll put Javonte above him.
Walker, if we want to go to him, he was my biggest faller.
Okay,
yeah. I moved him from, I had him at 15 to 24. So it really has worried me. It hasn't been great for him. Sharp seems to get all the close goal line stuff, so it almost feels like if he doesn't break a big one, like he has when he's been healthy. So that's the other issue, right? If he doesn't break a big one, he's just not going to have any of those high upside games.
I mean, you're preaching to the choir, brother. I moved him down to 18.
Yeah, I think you were our highest in the preseason. So that's a pretty big fall for you. I think so.
I don't remember being particularly high.
Yeah, I had him at 16 preseason, so I think he dropped 1 spot for me. This is pretty much what I expected from him, to be honest.
All right, so we're all around the same on him.
Yeah,
the floor is just unacceptable.
Yeah, and we're not seeing enough of the ceiling to live with that floor.
The new coaching staff came in and took a smart look at it and is using Sharp in the situations he should be used.
Well, what's crazy is in the games that Walker has looked good, he's looked better than Charbonnet.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
Almost every week.
Yeah, so
but they use Charbonnet in short yardage, and he's a good pass protector, so they use him in some of those situations. And
yeah, but it's all I'm saying is it's just interesting that they're going I would say weaker back. I like Charbonnet,
I agree.
but they're going with the weaker back. So there has to be some other stuff there as far as likability, work ethic, and
it also
that kind of
depends
stuff.
on what you want in a given play. Do I want to take the chance that I'm going to get 0 yards or a third?
That being said, Dave Canales, I'm going to go ahead and give what's going on currently. Dave Canales, and the media has been hounding him over this because the past 2 weeks it's basically been a 50-50 split. Even Chuba got more carries last week. He pretty much admitted that the team did soul searching and they're going to put Rico as the one moving forward. He didn't necessarily say that, but he said that. He said they did reflecting and realized they couldn't keep Chuba off the field. He's averaging
Chuba
over 5.
Rico?
Excuse me, Rico. Sorry, yes,
okay.
Rico. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry, and Chuba's averaging 2.4 yards a carry on the season. He's been the least explosive runner in the NFL this season. He does not have a 10-yard rush so far.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
It's been bad.
Which, I mean, he's never been an electric player, but he's been one of those players that constantly gave you 4 to 12 yards. And he's just not doing it. And I don't know if it's injury based. I don't know what it is.
He's
but
healthy.
yeah, I mean,
don't
he's
think
not.
He's been healthy. I don't think he's been healthy going back to last year at the end of the year.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's the same calf as well. They won't admit that it's the same injury, but it is the same calf. And I mean, really, he started week 1 healthy, but I think he got hurt in that first game and hasn't been the same since. So I do think it's going to be the Rico show moving forward. What that means for his production, I don't know, but I have him at 23, and he should be pretty usable the remainder of the season.
Now you do have to look at who he did that against. You know,
Sure,
they're
absolutely.
really, really soft defenses,
Yep.
and when healthy, that Carolina line just mauls people inside.
Well, that's
So I just a different back I think would have the same or better results. So
This week's going to tell a lot because Green Bay's got a really, really sharp rush defense. But yeah, he's had probably the softest, stretch of 4 or 5 games, so they didn't run him back.
I don't know if
so
we're going to see him next year. So I what can you really give up for him?
He's 27. That's a thing, right? So like it's not like it's like a young potential that we're seeing here. If he gets a contract, it's probably going to be another 1-year deal, maybe 2-year deal with an out. But yeah, I mean, I for me personally, I don't think you can give up much more than a second for him.
Yeah, it would have to be a late second for me, and a third doesn't get it done. A series of
No.
doesn't get it done.
Yeah, I agree.
I just don't think. I don't know. I guess so. At this point, I'm not doing that. To me, that's either a trade deadline or I'm in the playoffs in a league without a trade deadline, and I need a guy to fill in. But I'm not spending my second on that. I just it feels gross to me.
Yeah.
At this
the good thing is his run for playoff time is not bad. So if he does establish himself as the RB1 in Carolina, and Chuba really does take a kind of a sit down there, then yeah, I mean he could be great for the season. Like a great little value add for the season for a contender. But just outside of that, I just think there's a significant cap, which is the only reason why I have him at 29 behind some of the guys that I have him behind, just because the future's not really there. But if I'm a contender, then yeah, he could be worth more for you.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this idea lately of tuning your team to this season. As opposed to making longer term moves. Bigger moves. So tuning your team to this season, picking up players like Dowdle or maybe Jalen Warren, who we talked about last week as well. Or I know I bring him up a lot. He's my boy, but Goddard, or a tight end that's a little older but producing. Yeah, I wonder what the right time to do that is, and whether you really want to give up your future assets to do it or not. You have to really believe that you're going to win.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Yep.
I'm just looking at people. Actually, I think we're Chad.
Yeah, no, I just said Dowdle. So.
Yeah. So a guy that I've moved up a decent amount here is gonna be a guy I'm surprised that I don't even know if I had him ranked last season, but that's Tajay Spears. We've only seen glimpses of him this season, but I really, really like what I see every time he takes the field, and I'm just hoping like this is the point in time where he's gonna take over. Tony Pollard looks like dust to me. I don't think he's very good. So Tajay Spears looks like he's on a completely different planet than Tony Pollard right now. So I think he will end up getting the workload. It's just a matter of if he's going to stay healthy, and if he does, he could be one of the biggest like value adds, going forward. But could also end up in IR next week. So we'll see.
Yeah, health has been the big thing with him. I mean, he looks electric pretty much any time he's on the field healthy. It's just we don't ever get to see him on the field healthy for more than it feels like a game or two. So I like it. I mean, it's a good call because I think you're right. If he's healthy, he's going to be a severe value. He's going to be an easy weekly flex on your contenders.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just hard for me with the offense being as just stagnant as it is. It's that's the question of it too, like the turmoil and all that. Like, are they still like on single digit touchdowns for the year or something like that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's like, it's just.
I
It's
know
hard for
Jonathan
me.
Taylor's outscoring them.
Yeah.
He's outscoring a lot of people at this point.
Yeah,
Um,
it's crazy. Like Tajay Spears, the last 3 weeks he's played, he's averaged 6.2 yards per carry, 4.4 yards per carry, 6.56 yards per carry, and his carries are being slowly more and more, but they're still like splitting them between him and Tony Pollard. It makes no sense unless they're just ramping him up. But who knows?
We've never seen Tajay Spears get a full workload, and I think it's because coaches don't believe he can handle it, and he's never been able to physically handle it, and that's my issue with Spears. So I'm ambivalent to him because of that. I don't think I'm going to be able to trust him, so I would trade him away for a high third, and I did.
I don't think that's fair to. I mean, you can obviously believe that if that's your opinion on him, but I don't think it's fair to say that we know for sure that's the coaching staff's opinion just because Tony Pollard has been a good back. Like he's been decent.
yeah, he was pretty good last year.
Yeah, so I don't think it's been a matter of they just haven't had anybody and they just don't believe Tajay Spears can do it. I think they've rightly had a good back as well. It's just at this point in time, Tony Pollard looks not like Tony Pollard has looked.
Okay, fair enough. And if we see a Tajay Spears breakout, then I'll eat my hat.
Cool.
Yes.
Speaking of
see that.
Jonathan Taylor, he was one of my big movers. I had him towards the bottom of, I think it was my second or third tier, whatever it was. And I put him up to 6, and I'm probably the lowest out of everybody. If I had to
have him at
guess.
6, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's been phenomenal. On a contender, he's probably realistically 1, 2, or 3. But every roster I have isn't a bona fide win now contender, so I have like Etienne and Judkins for me is ahead of him. But there are absolutely rosters where obviously JT would be the more valuable piece than you could argue. Obviously Judkins, for instance.
I have him at 3.
Yeah, I'm at 6. So
He's so elite. He's so good.
Yeah.
I have a lot of shares of him too because people forgot that a year or two ago. And he was easy to get.
Well, I mean, he just, between injuries and between how anemic that offense has looked, he just hadn't looked like the player he looked, going back to his rookie year.
Great.
But now that the offense looks like the most efficient offense in NFL history, he looks like a major part of that.
I mean, well, he is a big
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't think anybody expected the Colts to
No.
be what they are, and
The GM and coach were on the hot seat coming in. Like,
I think there. So I was reading an Athletic article, and they had mentioned a poll that they put out in preseason, and they had surveys sent out to fan bases to gauge the excitement for fan bases, and the Colts were dead last.
Yeah.
For excitement on their team. Yeah,
I believe it.
going into the season.
wow.
It's completely flipped now.
Yeah. Now they're arguably the best team in the league. So
Yeah, it's funny how just a quarterback can change an entire team's outlook.
yeah, it's basically the almost the same exact team. I think they got 2 different offensive linemen, and that's really it on the offense.
Tyler Warren.
And Tyler Warren, yeah, Tyler Warren.
That is a big piece.
Yeah, that is a huge piece. That's a huge piece.
Oddly enough, I guess we'll say it now. We're going to have to push wide receivers and tight ends the next week. But I think I'm the highest on Tyler Warren.
You were. I saw that.
Are you?
Yeah.
I have him.
No, I have him at 2.
I have
Oh,
him at
okay.
2 as well.
I was like, do you have him at 1? I was like,
Okay. All right. Chase Brown for me. I have him up 7. Up 7 to 14. Just borderline QB1 for me. He's just a good young back. When there's a quarterback to run it, it's a great offense, and he's highly used in it. And he's got another year on his contract. So if we're talking about a player that I want to give up 2 seconds for, Chase Brown is probably at the top of that list.
Yeah.
And
that's fair.
I did last week. Like a mid to high second and a late second.
Yeah, that's fair.
Would you guys pay a first for him?
I feel like he's worth the contenders first, but I guess you guys know that. So
That's right. You've been trying to sell him for that. I forgot. What league is that?
Darlings.
Darlings.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin's not in that league.
0
Chad, what's your thoughts
offers.
on Chase Brown?
I like him for the short term. I like his outlook for the remainder of the season. I think don't quote me because I haven't looked at it for a bit here, but I think he was one of the players I was targeting in some of my contenders just because his playoff stretch looks really enticing. And yeah, it does. Going from week 13 on, it's Baltimore, Buffalo, Baltimore, Miami, and then Arizona, which none of those are legit, rushing defenses, and 4 of the 5 are really, really soft rush defenses. So I really like him towards the end of the season. He's had one of the toughest starts as far as strength of schedule against the rush. So, Cleveland, Jacksonville, Minnesota, Denver, Detroit, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh have been pretty rough, and that's consecutively his first 7 weeks. So, I think he's due some light games here. I really like the prospect of, Joe Flacco in that offense compared to Browning. So I think that's going to open up the run game quite a bit more than in what was happening there. It just was so abysmal early in the season, and then compounded by that schedule, like I mentioned. Makes it tough. But with that said, it's going to be a pretty tough sell for me to give up a first to get him.
Yeah, I agree. I'd want something back if I'm giving the first up.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So what would you want back? A third?
Realistically, a contender second. I think I would drop around to take on Brown. I think he's a RB2, and paying a first for that doesn't feel like enough.
I think I could stomach that. It's still really tough for me to give up a first for a player that's not signed on, to any kind of contract.
But 2 years for running backs, all you're going to get for most guys
that
anyway.
Is true. I started to say long term, and my brain said no. There are no long term running backs.
I say, like when I say like it's going to be a tough sell for me to give up a first, I don't think that there's going to be no situation in which I do that. Like realistically, if I'm having trouble getting a running back, and I'm a contender and I'm a running back away, or I think I'm a running back away, he's a good option for this season, like a really good option in my opinion. I think that from this point on, if he's a top 12 running back from this point on, I'm not shocked at all. So yeah, I mean, even just the last 3 weeks, he's had 9, 11, and 12 attempts. 2 of those games, he's 108 yards and 73 yards. Last 3 games, he's pretty much above 5 yards per carry on all of those. So, I mean, he's just been really efficient as when Joe Flacco's been their quarterback. And then, like I said, strength of schedule against the rush is going to be really, really nice going forward.
Right on. All right, Mike, let's hear one of yours.
Man, I don't have any more. We've discussed everybody, all my big movers. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. I got plenty more. Austin, you got any?
Yeah, I'll do my last riser, which was Josh Jacobs. Similar to JT, had him at a bottom of a tier, and he's up to RB12 for me. Just him and McCaffrey were kind of dead even. Those are the 2 that I struggled with. I went with the guy that was hurt a little bit less, even though as a pure contender, sure, McCaffrey's the better piece. But for that longer outlook, I'm going to feel a little bit safer with Jacobs. But he's proven it again. He's just a good back, plain and simple.
I've always loved Jacobs. I moved him down just from attrition, younger guys kind of jumping up for me. It's really he hasn't done anything except for get a year older.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean, his value does just kind of go down a little bit. He just makes it a tougher sell, really. People aren't jumping at Jacobs. They do pause when they're going to give up a bundle for him.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it, a first and a second?
Yeah, I think so.
It's got to be
It's definitely more than a
contenders
first.
Contenders first and second. It feels a little light.
I think that's
I
probably
feel
the
like
max
that's a
you're
little.
getting.
I was like, that feels a little expensive. I feel like he's going the way of where Henry was around last year. So, but not the same production. So I don't know where it goes after.
Henry had been
That's why.
worth just a single first forever.
Yeah,
He's
Kinda
kind
like
of he's kind of one of those guys that unless you like got into the season and were surprised at how much of a weak team that you actually had, you kind of played yourself not getting rid of him last season, because you're probably not going to get what he should be valued at right now. It's like you're saying, it's just another year added on, and people are kind of with these running backs always looking a year ahead, right?
Mhm.
So what the productive guys are saying, all right, but what are they going to do for me next year? And he's just reaching that age where it's looking less and less enticing. And people are saying, okay, well, can I go get a Rico Dowdle or somebody like that for cheaper and maybe get, somewhat similar production going forward and just kind of playing that game?
To me, that's a mistake. They prioritize him in the red zone. He had a touchdown in how many games straight? 10 games straight or something crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a touchdown every game but one this year.
Yeah.
I mean, he's RB7 on the season. I didn't even know he was that high, to be honest.
It's just guaranteed production. He's starting to be my number one buy. Like I'm gonna start checking around. If I can start getting him for contenders first, that's my guy. What's his age, Austin?
27.
27. Okay.
Yeah.
He's at that age where nobody's gonna want him.
Yeah. He's about to hit 28, and that's what people are worried about, is that 28-year-old age. That's when value really drops.
As long as the production is relevant, though, he'll still be worth the first.
Yeah.
I mean, he is an injury away from not being worth that ever again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So kind of the same thing that Chad was saying about A.J. Brown last year and in the offseason. Just an unproductive stretch or an injury away from people just, he's old now, I don't want him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the fear with all these guys, right? Is, these guys are productive until they aren't. And then when they're not, their value is just done, So, and it happens pretty immediately.
Yeah.
Yes, it
really
does.
does.
What you got, Jesse?
I've got Quinshon Judkins up 14 spots to 9. And I thought I was being aggressive, but you guys. Austin, you have him at 5. Chad at 7. No, yeah. Ike, where you got Quinshon?
10.
10. Okay. Little behind me. He just looks so good. I thought that was being aggressive, putting him above Kyron. I almost put him above Jetty, to be honest with you. But I'm low on Jetty of the group. I have him at 8.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that after this.
Okay. Okay, it's easy. All those other guys.
No, let's wait. Let's wait.
All right. Well, Judkins looks like the best thing on a bad team. So when you're the one really good thing on a bad team, I believe that you're supremely talented. And everything you said about him in the offseason was right, Austin. Kudos, I guess. He's just an awesome back.
Yeah.
If they get their stuff together with their quarterback, that's a huge if. I mean, at this point, out of all those gaggle quarterbacks, I mean, I guess they only have Gabriel left because they've alienated Shador.
I'm waiting for Shador to come out and start after the bye.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think it's what's going to happen. Gabriel's
Really?
been atrocious.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's been so
it's
bad.
absolutely unbearable to watch. So at this point, you've got to try something if Shador's
Well,
healthy.
you say that, but did you see Stefanski's comments
Uh-uh.
the other day? It's like yesterday or the day before or something. Reporter blankly asked him, like, what are we doing here? Like, why isn't Shador being given an opportunity to start? And he made no sense at all. He was just like, well, we're just gonna, focus on what we're doing and go with what we're doing. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, dude? When a coach starts like rambling and not making any sense and just
speak.
like mashing coach speak together. Yeah.
Yeah. Just cliche after cliche without a point.
He's like, he's got no answer for this. Something is happening behind the scenes.
They hate him so much. They have just botched this so badly.
I laughed at like the conspiracy theories where people were saying like they drafted him just so that he wouldn't play in the NFL. But now I'm like,
I think that seems right.
Maybe they did.
I just think it was all the owner. That's what it was. Coaching staff, no one else wanted anything to do with them, and the owner was like, "No, we can't."
Because they're
take a shot.
Like Austin was saying, Gabriel's been so bad, and they're facing so much pressure to start Shador. Like, what would be the reason that they would be fighting against this so badly? Even if you don't believe in him, like you're not losing anything.
They hate him as a person.
That's what it's got to be at this point.
He said something in the interview that just they're like, that's it. We're
gonna ruin him.
Yeah.
I mean, he did an interview where he literally didn't say a word. So like, I can understand why they feel the way they do, but like, Gabriel's literally made every player on that offense outside of Fanning unstartable. I mean, Judkins just because he gets the ball on the ground, but anything where the quarterback has to give the ball to them, you can't start any of them.
Did you guys see the play where he got the safety?
Yes.
Throwing the ball out of bounds. But like what got me was it wasn't even like he was pressured. He just like casually, the most casual throw you'll ever see, just casually threw it out of bounds, standing in the end zone. And I'm just like, man, why wouldn't all his teammates just turn around and look at him and be like, what are you doing, man? Like the only thing you can't do here is take a knee and throw the ball out of bounds, and you chose one of them.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. It's actually really bad. But yeah, I mean, Judkins is just for me, if you can get him, which he's been really difficult for me to get. It's one of those players. Yeah,
he's elite tier.
Yeah, he's really hard. That's why I have him at 5 because I've tried to trade for him and he's about impossible. I mean, I can't get him.
All right, you want to talk about Genty?
Yeah, I want you to go first so I can see where this argument is.
I loved Ashton Genty. I think he's going to be a great back. I think the backs above him have been better. And that's really the bottom line. I mean, outside of Bijan and Gibbs, up to Judkins is all a tier for me. So you could jumble those guys around quite a bit, probably maybe even a little bit week to week. JT and Cook are pretty insulated up there for me, but I mean, Amari and Hampton came in and showed that he's a stud in that offense when healthy. And Genty has come in and shown that he's a stud when the game script is right and the coach is calling the right plays, which doesn't happen much because Chip Kelly is tipping his plays again. That was his problem in Philly, and that's his problem now. He's a college coach. So when I can't get Genty higher, like I said, he's an elite back. It's just the situation is crap.
Somebody else can go.
It's all a tier. They're all great backs. You can jumble them around a little bit, but I mean, when healthy, Bucky Irving's a stud.
For me, Genty's just a different talent than all those guys. And on top of that, like what would scare me about Genty is if he wasn't getting the workload. That's the only thing that would scare me. Like if he was getting some kind of like, obviously this is extreme, but you look at TreVeyon Henderson where he's just not, they're just not using him, right? If we were watching Genty and he was getting like 10, 11, 12 carries a game, I'd be like, okay, like, this is an issue. But he's getting the rarefied 20 carries a game. Like they're giving him the ball. It's just that team around him is really, really bad. But we've also seen, that change overnight, right? Like they can work on their offensive line this offseason. Genty's still there. Like he's getting the workload. It's just a matter of they have the worst quarterback in the NFL, arguably. Geno Smith's been awful.
Atrocious.
Yeah, like awful. It's similar to what your argument for Cam Ward, right? Like the situation's probably been the worst for a good running back in the league right now, as far as Genty's concerned. So as long as he's getting the usage for me, I'm willing to live with it because it's still decent production. He's getting you through. As a flex player right now, and the highs are there, he still has like the 34-point game, the 17-point game, the 15-point game. He's just also having those 3-point games when they're getting blown out by 40 points and they're just not running the ball because you can't run the ball when you're down by 35, 38 points.
They ran 40 plays that game.
Yeah.
That is, I don't even know if that's ever happened since I've been alive. Like, that's how bad the team is. It was 42 plays for an entire offense in an entire game.
The fact that he's even getting like 17 to 20 carries in most his games is incredibly impressive to me because the game script's just going against him every game.
Yeah.
I don't ever think that firing an offensive coach in season would be better for an offense, but I do in this situation.
Yeah.
If you fire Chip Kelly, whoever else is there, hopefully won't tip the plays and it'll be back. Yeah, I have no problem with anything you said, Chad. I agree with everything you said. I just, like I said, these guys are all in a tier where any given year, any given month, any of them could jump up ahead of the other one. They're all elite.
Was it JT his rookie
year
year where he struggled the first 6 or 8 weeks?
Yeah, it was JT.
And people,
exactly.
no offense to you, Jesse, like this, people did like you're doing right now and dropped him below these inferior talented players. And then all of a sudden, he boomed. Genty feels like that type of player.
Genty's better.
Absolutely.
He's a better prospect than Jonathan Taylor was. And Jonathan Taylor's an elite prospect, but
the mistake would be to trade him away.
Sure.
Right
I'm not
now.
saying you're doing that.
I would never. I would absolutely not trade Genty right now. But I have to lower him in my rankings per se. Like I'm not going to go out and trade him for Bucky. But I have to lower my rankings per se because, well, let's pick a healthy player. Hold on for this argument. Etienne.
I'm like, it's kind of tough when you have Bucky and Hampton above him.
Yeah,
both hurt.
But I'm not going to trade him for Etienne because I'm struggling to put Genty into my lineup right now over in some situations over other players that are producing more. I don't have that problem with Etienne.
I wouldn't kill anybody for trading him for Etienne, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it either. But I wouldn't question. I mean, I wouldn't think twice if I saw it go down in one of my leagues where a contender traded Genty for Etienne. I'd be like, I get it. I'm like, I completely understand that.
And
I think it's anybody above or below Etienne where I'm like, okay, like this is a bit.
Yeah, for me, it's James Cook. Like that's the obvious one for me.
Yeah.
Like,
why?
Because he's not nearly as talented of a player. He's just in a great situation currently. And again, Genty's 21. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I think he's 21.
I mean, it seems really short-sighted and one that could be dangerous. And again, I'm not picking at you, Jesse. Like I'm not coming at you when I'm talking like this. It's more for the Dynasty community as a whole because I don't think you're alone in people being afraid of Genty right now because of what's going on.
I wouldn't trade any of these players for each other, though. Is what I'm saying. Like,
like I said, I'm not trying to single you out. I don't think you're by yourself in having Genty below 5 in Dynasty rankings, which to me is a mistake. Even as big a fan as I am of Judkins, I'm not making that trade. Like it's not. Genty is a superior talent for the entire NFL. I think Judkins is actually a better pure runner. But there's a lot more aspects to the NFL than that. And Genty is a game changer, and we have seen it. Unlike TreVeyon, which is where I'm going after we finish this discussion, We haven't really seen it with him. We've seen it with Genty. We've seen that it can happen, and it's going to happen again.
All right, let's go to TreVeyon because I feel like we're like rehashing the same thing as Alvin because we're not trading him.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, the value is.
Speak for yourself. I tried to trade him.
Really? I think to me the value of Genty is like untouchable. You have to come at me with something crazy.
No, not Genty. TreVeyon Henderson.
Oh, I'm talking about Genty.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not trading Genty at this point.
So I want to start this because this was going to be my guy. As a faller, him and RJ Harvey had the same amount of spots lost. I just saw that the Patriots are trading for a running back before the deadline.
Yeah.
That is the most terrifying. I don't know. I've seen multiple reporters say that they are trading for a running back.
Oh, you've seen it saying they are?
They haven't said a name that like they're going to trade for a running back before the deadline.
They tried to get Chuba was one that I saw the Panthers didn't want to get rid of him.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. But the fact that they're even trying to me is the most damning thing that I've heard for TreVeyon.
And it's not just a depth level piece.
I mean, we don't know that for sure, of course. I mean,
Chuba's contract's not a
no,
depth.
Chuba's not. No. That's what I don't understand.
I mean, one of the big beat reporters for the Patriots said the Patriots offered a fifth for Chuba. Carolina turned it down.
And that's not nothing. I
mean, Chuba's owed technically, if they take the contract and keep him, he's owed still like $27 million over the next 3 years.
Yep.
Jeez.
So that is I saw that today, and honestly, I thought about dropping TreVeyon another 4 or 5 spots, but I kept him where I'm at because I wanted to have this discussion. That terrifies me, plain and simple. If it actually happens, after he had his best week of his career last week, which was exciting, and then you're seeing this. So I'm hoping Sunday we see that he actually gets more touches and it's not for him, but it scares the heck out of me. To be completely honest.
He had his best game, but then he fumbled in the red zone.
I mean, Stevenson fumbled 5 times this year already.
Yeah, but he's Rabel's best buddy.
I mean, I agree with you, but to me, that should christen him. He should be ready to go in the offense now.
Did you hear Vrabel his comments on the running backs a couple weeks back where he was like, I think they're focusing too much on not fumbling. I'm like, well, they should be because keep fumbling. He was like, yeah, they're not running well because they're focusing on not fumbling. I'm like, okay, well, that's not working either. So
that's TreVeyon's first fumble in his professional career and also in his collegiate career.
Yeah,
so
I did see. That's
pretty wild.
If I were Vrabel, I'd get Tiki Barber in to talk to those guys.
Get Coughlin in to talk to him.
Maybe that's who fixed Tiki's issue, but yeah, I mean that Tiki was on his way to being out of the league before he fixed that problem.
You heard like Coughlin made him like hold the ball up like this everywhere he went.
Yeah. And take off that stupid leather pad. Anyway, go on.
If you're a non-contender, are you what are you trading for TreVeyon if he's on a contender middle of the pack team?
Before we answer that, to me, what is the price you're willing to sell for? Like for us, what are you comfortable selling for? Because that's really what matters. Because what we will buy for are totally different things.
What I guess, Jesse, if you're a contender, would you sell him for Josh Jacobs?
Yes, because I have him one spot ahead.
I don't think you're getting him for.
I think on a non-contender, I think that would definitely interest people, especially after last week. Now, if they are in the know like we are with the news of them shopping for a running back, maybe not. But
I've tried trading him in 3 leagues, and like every trade I've sent out, and I've sent out like to like 8 teams per league, they're getting like instant declines for like values of like a first.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got offered Jordan Mason in a 3rd today, so that was super fun.
Wow. I mean, I've tried to get him for around a first and was declined.
Yeah, I haven't shares, so I'm not buying. But
yeah, I'm on a couple of contenders where I tried to trade him for something, and I can't get anything of value for him, anything that's going to be beneficial. So it's been rough. I even thought about trying to trade him for Scatterbo in a second.
What about Chase Brown?
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that either. I would
want a contender.
Somebody with more upside.
What about Javonte?
Golly.
I just don't like the long-term prospect there either. But I mean, if
No
I just
way.
can't talk myself.
That is
into
a
that one.
trade that you look at in 2 years and you're like, what did I do?
I agree totally, but
Yeah. It's just that TreVeyon's just not getting any opportunity. Like, he's not getting any opportunity. And if they're out there searching for a starting running back, I mean,
if that happens, his value absolutely goes through the toilet. I mean, you're going to be looking at Kaleb Johnson really fast, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. But that if they go and trade for a starter, I mean, imagine if they go and trade for it, which is in division, it won't happen, but I'm going to say it anyway, like Etienne. I mean,
gosh, what if they trade? And the big rumor was Breece Hall.
correct.
The big rumor.
That was but again, in division, so I don't see it happening. But I mean, even yesterday, Breece posted a GIF on Twitter talking, like a popcorn eating, or he's eating peanuts, just, the shocked face eating peanuts. So, maybe there's rumors going around.
I mean, I just heard on a podcast the other day, the Patriots guy saying that the insider Patriots people he talks to say that they like TreVeyon, that they think he's a good player and will be on the field, and that it's just rookie stuff.
I hope so. I hope then in 2 months we sound like idiots in this conversation, and he's doing.
Well,
what
it's just New England beat writers and stuff that are
Javonte.
that are pushing these trade talks. It's not like it's not, and national media as well. Like it's not like it's like Twitter rumors. Like it's real stuff. Like there's got to be some talks about them. I mean, there's got to be some fire to the smoke of them bringing in a significant piece at running back.
Yeah.
Or at least wanting to. Who knows if they actually can get it done for what they deem to be fair.
Well, I'm not trading him. I'm certainly not trading him for Javonte. For any of the garbage that you guys say he's worth, I'm not trading. I'm calm holding and being stubborn. He's young enough that I don't care. Same with Kaleb.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, do I have any more? I have a couple more. DeAndre Swift, unranked up to 21.
Okay.
He looks good in this offense because they're not asking him to do too much. They're not asking him to read anything. They're telling him, here's the ball, go that way. And he's good at that. If you ask DeAndre Swift to think or to make reads, you're going to get in trouble. And I think the Bears head coach is named
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson knows that from his first stint with DeAndre Swift. And I think when he came back to the Bears, he had a plan on how to deal with that. And it looks good. It looks very good. So he's solid RB2 to me. I'd pay a second in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think that's where he's valued. He's been pretty good.
I mean, I don't think that he's going to be this next year, but he's young enough and good enough that I think he'll have a role somewhere and be at least a flex next year somewhere.
Fine with that. Mike, you don't seem so confident.
I just don't know if I'd pay a second for him. I'm
not paying a high second, but a contender second for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it could be worth it just for this year, right? But I just don't see I don't know if I see much more after this year. What's his contract like? Does he have that much longevity there? He does look decent. Like,
I'm sure they can
a lot
get
better
better
than he has, but
Austin will tell us.
That's what I'm worried about, I guess. That's what I'm worried about, I guess, a little bit.
I mean, he's RB11 on the season.
Terrible. Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's been good.
So he's got an out after this year. It just cost him $1.3 million in dead cap. So
yeah, he probably
that's not bad at all. Yeah,
I'd expect them to upgrade that position.
Oh, that's a lie. I'm sorry. I keep getting the years wrong. Yeah, I am right. Sorry. Ignore me. I'm right.
All right, and we don't have to spend too much time on him. And Saquon, have we talked about Saquon?
We have not.
I have him down 9 spots to 13, below McCaffrey, as I talked about. Just obvious why. You see what can happen with an older back if they start to be unproductive or get an injury. the value drops pretty quickly. But would you guys buy him on a contender, and for how much?
Yeah, I would. I'm not paying much more than my first, but my first and a piece is fine.
Austin, you have him at 14. Chad, you did about the same thing I did. Chad has him at 13. We all have him in the same spot.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, what did you say you paid for him, Austin?
My contender first and a piece. It's not going to be a big piece, but something to make
Second?
the person. No, like a
Not first and
player.
second?
A player. I don't really want to give both of my picks up for him. A player.
I think I wouldn't trade him for less than that.
Yeah, I don't think you should, especially if we got Jacobs around there. Like, I'd rather have Saquon than Jacobs, but
I'd rather have
just for the
Jacobs.
upside. I mean,
Interesting.
Jacobs
Okay.
is definitely a better floor play, but I mean, even as bad as quote unquote bad as Saquon's been, he's only had a couple crater games. Otherwise, he's been serviceable, and he didn't
Yeah.
just have the rocket
Yeah.
ship game.
Ignore
Yeah.
that the Giants game. Like, we are. No, I'm dead serious. Like, it's the rush defense is like last in the league, and it's abysmal. Like, it's the worst ranked by far. I think to outside runs, I think we're allowing like 7.5 yards per carry or something.
There are some positives outside of that they're starting to run some play action and stuff, and that we're in our bye right now, and fingers crossed that they figure out the run game, man, because if not, that guy's going to lose his job, that OC. He's really on the hot seat right now.
Yeah.
But he's just too good a back to not have more splash games like that. And yeah, it just, the floor is good enough. I'd pay a first and a second for him if I'm a contender.
Yeah, that's fine.
Would you, Chad?
Chad?
Sorry, say that again. My mic came out.
Oh, would you pay a first and a second for Barkley?
Yeah, I did. I did. In a league pretty recently, I paid a first and a second for him. I think that's a fair price. I wouldn't pay any more than that. I wouldn't even consider any more than that.
Yeah.
There's just too much risk involved.
All right. Fair enough. And one more for me is Kamara.
Yeah.
I had him down 19 spots to unranked because he is just, I don't think he's done. Or I'm afraid that he's done.
Yeah. Me too. I regret buying him from you. He doesn't want to get traded in that offense's dog water, so it doesn't help anything.
You bought him in multiple places then, huh, Mike?
No, I just bought him in one, I think.
Oh, I thought you bought him from Matt too.
Did I?
Yeah, you just did.
Oh, so two.
A second and Isaiah Bond.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did I buy him from Jesse too, then? Did I buy him from you, Jesse?
No, you
Gosh,
didn't.
I don't
It's
even
gonna
know.
be down.
Okay, maybe it's just that one then. Okay, good.
It just feels that bad. It feels
No,
like
I traded him.
I
traded
don't
to
know. I
Dallas.
don't know where it came from. I just know I made a mistake.
I know I have too much Kamara. That's all I know. So
I traded him to Dallas for a 28 second and was like, shoo.
Yeah, that was a
Got
good
out of
move.
that one.
Yeah.
Good move.
My last one's Derrick Henry. He just went down 6 spots. It's whatever for me. I already had him low. If you have him, roll with him, but I'm not buying him.
yeah.
He hasn't had any crazy Derrick Henry games. It's just he's a big guy and a good offense now.
Yeah, he's been fine.
Yeah.
I'm just not buying at this point. So he outside of my top 30 now.
Oh, really? Outside of your top 30?
Yeah, he's 31 for me.
My big faller, or my last big faller is Joe Mixon.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's all
He
but
should have been mine
dead
too.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the last one I had ranked.
Yep. So I had him 23 coming into the year. Wasn't super high on him coming in, but even so, I mean, he's just done, right? Only
What it looks
drop
like.
there.
I mean,
Yeah.
you hope not.
Yeah,
But-
of course, hope not. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, currently, yeah, I mean, there's still no timetable. We haven't not heard anything for it. So yeah, I mean,
No, there's
at
been,
least
like,
for
no
this
news
season,
at all, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
the
don't
whole-
think he'll play it this year.
yeah,
to
I
be
don't think he's
honest.
gonna play. It's a whole generation of backs that's just sort of fading out. It's really
Yeah.
sad.
And I
It's
mean,
sad.
they'll likely draft somebody, right? Like that's a team that runs the football. So
They're not
I
going
mean,
with Woody Marks.
no.
No, sorry.
Not
Not
alone.
long-term.
Not alone. What do you
Not
mean, sorry?
alone, yeah.
He seems like a satellite back to me.
Austin wasn't high on Woody. I remember Austin
Yeah.
not being
No,
very
he's
high
been
on Woody Marks.
recently.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wouldn't make a trade for me because
I mean, I have him at 32, so he's below Henry for me.
all right, that's it for me.
Yeah.
You guys got anything else?
That's all I got.
Nope.
Ooh, finally into overtime. Yeesh. You guys watch anything good?
Just Halloween stuff. Been watching all
Okay.
of our favorites.
Well, all right, what's the best? What's the scariest thing that you've watched this season?
The scariest is probably Insidious.
Oof,
It's
I would
just a
never watch
really
that.
good movie.
That's a good movie.
Great jump scares, great storyline. Not too gory. I'm not a big fan of gore. That's probably the best horror movie I've watched. But we watched all the classics, the Halloweens, the Screams, and then like we watched this animated Tim Burton one called Frankenweenie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Did you watch Hubie Halloween?
Mm-mm.
Put it on your list, Adam Sandler. It's great.
Okay. I'll do
I
it.
mean, it's not great. It's just funny. It's a good fun watch.
Oh, we did watch Boo, the Medea Halloween one. It's probably my favorite funny Halloween movie.
I've never watched a Medea movie.
Oh my gosh, they're top tier.
I'll take your word. Mike, anything
Nice.
good?
Welcome to Derry came out, so that's streaming now. It's doing some prequel stuff. The first episode was really good. Like the start was whoa, and the last scene was whoa as well. So I'm not a big horror fan, but for some reason I am obsessed with like the It storyline. So I actually just got the audiobook this week, and I'm about 6 or 7 hours in as well. So it's like a 44-hour book. So I don't know, just the whole lore of it and everything is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting to me. So, and I'm not big into Stephen King or anything like that. I just, when I saw the first It movie, I was like, wow, this is really interesting. So
Yeah, really long book, and it does go back. It goes very deep into those kids' childhood and a generation before them as well.
yeah, and so that's what this show is actually going to do. So it's 27 years before the first movie, and then every season will be another 27 years prior. So it's really interesting. They're going.
Do they have
back in
that
time with it.
Scandinavian actor?
Yeah, Bill Skarsgård is. Yeah, he's still.
He is,
Is that who you're talking about? Yeah,
Yeah.
He's really good, and the kid actors they have in it so far are really good. So it's movie quality so far.
Cool.
Just in a TV show, but and then I also started Solar Opposites. I'd never heard of this show.
It's great.
Ever. Yeah. But it's basically like another Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I told you about it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I ignored you. Yeah.
They also did
I found it on my own.
There's a Halloween but there's a Halloween show by those guys as well. That's really good called Halloween Mansion, I think. That's why I brought it up.
I don't like when they changed his voice because I'm not sure what happened, but the voice guy completely changed to like a British guy from the guy who does Rick's voice. And I'm not as big of a fan, but still enjoying.
Next Halloween, Mike's going to be like, I found this really good show.
just like, yeah, I mentioned it. So, yeah, sorry. So I watch a little bit of horror and then I get a little bit of laughs. And I'm like, okay, I'm good. And I go to bed.
Nice. Yeah, it is one of the few books that I've actually read as an adult that I.
What?
Yeah, well, I decided after college that if I'm not being assigned a book, I'm not reading it. It's not fun for me.
I'm not gonna lie, with like 4 kids, I don't have time to read books, so I listen to like everything. I listen to a lot of books, but like I don't sit down and read very much.
I
That'd
had
be
a
really bad.
very boring stretch of my life where I worked at a carpet store, and it just was awful. So I read that book in that
You
time
read a
frame.
carpet book?
No, I read it.
He's
Oh.
sitting on the carpet.
Yeah,
He
sitting in the
read,
back. Of
he
the
read it
carpet.
while sitting on the carpet.
Sitting in the back of the carpet.
I thought you were
warehouse.
just looking through the carpet catalog. You're like, so I read that carpet book, but that was the last one.
Yeah, if you need to know anything about Berber, I got you.
Actually,
Well-
carpet purchasing is stressful because there's all the layers and like different kind of stuff. Every time we look at carpets, I'm like, I hate this. There's too much. Just fuse them together. Make it easy.
It actually made me an expert on flooring working at that place in my 20s. So if you ever need it, if you're at a carpet store and you're having issues, just give me a call, Chad. I got you.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesse, pick out my carpet, please.
I'll give you the pile count and the pile height and all that kind of stuff. For me, it was we watched the second Spinal Tap. I'm wearing the shirt. This one goes to 11. So you guys probably don't know what Spinal Tap is. This is Spinal Tap was the original mockumentary. It was literally the first mockumentary that became popular.
No, that was The Office.
It was directed by Rob Reiner. And it was about a really stupid British rock band. It was Christopher Guest, the guy that played Lenny on Laverne and Shirley. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. But
I have heard of it. I'll tell you that.
This is Spinal Tap was really funny. It was a really funny mockumentary, and they just came out with a sequel. This was in the 70s, I think, maybe early 80s that they made it. They just came out with a sequel now. So they're old and it's really low energy.
They didn't make any money back then, so they want to make some money now.
And
to the
fun fact-
nostalgic old people.
They're all very successful. Christopher Guest wrote and directed like Best in Show and Mighty Wind and all those movies. So they're good. They I think this is just like for fun.
Nice. And
My
fun
wife-
fact, they were the second mockumentary ever after The Office.
Okay.
Basically copied them.
Okay. Chad. So my wife ate too many edibles and laughed her off the entire time. I giggled a little. It was amusing.
What's it streaming on?
I don't know.
Perfect.
I don't have that issue anymore. If you'd like, I can hook you up, Chad, with a box.
No, don't worry about it.
Fix all of your
I'll
problems.
Google it. I'll Google
All of
it.
your little streaming issues.
I have no streaming issues, man. I love my my Apple TV. But
have you watched anything?
Yeah, I've been rewatching Always Sunny with the wife. So she never watched it all the way through. So we're going.
If I could only be her right now.
She's like it's like one of those things that like people do with like Seinfeld and stuff, where they've seen like random kind of sporadic episodes. That's kind of what she's gone through with Always Sunny. That's been her experience. So it's fun kind of going through. And right now we just got introduced to Artemis, so we're pretty early on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Has Frank started banging her yet?
No, we just got introduced. So she was, what do they call them? Like the girls that dance on the bar tops and stuff.
Oh yeah, Coyote Ugly. That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. So
They're doing
D
a
tried to
Coyote
hire her.
Right. But she's a serious actress.
And the dance she did on the bar top. Dennis freaks out.
That's awesome.
I tried to explain it. I tried to warn her. I was like, Dennis is a sociopath. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, the pure anger.
The scene where we watched the scene where Charlie says that he has cancer. He's using the whole thing to get a date. Yeah, we're super early on, so I'm having a lot of fun because I haven't seen these early episodes in a while. But yeah, if anybody hasn't seen Always Sunny, you've gotta watch it all the way through. It's so good, and it's streaming on Hulu/Disney Plus.
All right, we're gonna need sponsorship now. My favorite Dennis moment is when he's talking about taking girls out on the boat, and he's like, "They won't say no because of the implication." You keep saying it that way, and everyone's like, "Are you murdering these girls?
What are you talking about?
What are you doing to these?" That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
All right, guys. I think we gotta go. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. It's been a front office.
I'll miss you, theme song.
Peace.
It's a great time twice.
Powered by Riverside.
Like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube,